Mark Fleischman, Tikkun Elevator Kollel. Welcome. Broadcasting on the American Kabbalah Network. Right here at Boca Raton. In the car again. So we went through this story. The story is that these two, their parents had made a pledge for them. Who the parents? The parents of the lights of Eric Anpin, meeting up with the Malchus of Atzilus, trying to put the two together, trying to have offspring and put the whole together and generate creation, bring light to us. So here we are, the story where I'll just start reading the story from where we stopped. It says, so he was yearning to see her. So he says, what does it mean? Who's the Ben Melech? The Melech is the Malchus who wants to be fulfilled. That is, that the souls of the Jewish people, the neshamas, the panemius of us, what's really on the inside of us. We have a tremendous desire and yearning for the Torah and its secrets. But he couldn't see her. He couldn't get to it. He kept striving for it, but this is the striving of Malchus to fulfill herself. Because everybody doesn't have the merit to be able to enter into the secrets of the Torah. Because what is the Torah? It's the revelation. Here is his words: mitos mitziyus, the truth of the reality of Hashem Yisbarach. The taya v'lachazah b'nolam habaya, to be able to stroll, to walk, to travel through the sweetness of the Chavaya behechelos yonim, in the palaces, in the chambers there up above. One time he went through a chamber of mirrors, and he saw her in one of the mirrors. And he fell into tremendous weakness. So what does this mean? He says that looking and trying to look for the Shekhinah is not necessarily easy. We had the story about the four that entered into the Pardes, and they went to the highest levels of Sod. Ben Azai looked v'meis, and he died. Allah the pasuk says about him in Tehillim, Yakor be'en chavaya hamavsa the chasidov, that a person wants to see the glory of Hashem in his eyes. He says the maasiot we say that death goes to those who are the kind ones, his chasidim. Ben Zoma hitzes v'nifka. So Ben Zoma, he looked, and what happened? He went crazy. So I found honey, and echel dayecha, I ate my fill. Pentis ba'enevechekesa, so eat what you can. Then maybe you'll wind up overeating and you wind up vomiting it out. Acher kitses benetio, so Acher, Elisha ben Avuya, who was the teacher of Rebbe Meir, he went over to the other side, to the side of evil. Rabbi Akiva yatsa b'shalom, but Rabbi Akiva was one out of the four who was able to go in peace, and he came out in peace. Every single level that human beings live, every single generation of us, this rule is always there. Because everybody doesn't have the schus to be able to look at the chariot. Then the Torah came to him, or these lights came to him. And so she woke him up and she said to him, because she's tied to him, she wants to make a shidduch with him. Now, let's try to keep this straight for my own mind. Here we have the three. She represents the 370 lights that are coming out of Eric Anpin. He represents the Malchus of Atzilus that needs to receive it. She comes to him and she says she don't want anybody else to take it. Who's anybody else? The Torah is only shaykh to us, the Jewish people. Look at my Ramzal, there's a quote in Sanhedrin, a goy who wants to learn Torah, he's chayav misa. He's a death penalty. That we have a commandment. The Torah is given to us. It's a Kehilas Yaakov. It's only for the congregation of Yaakov. He says, well, what am I supposed to do? Your father doesn't want me. Right? Now, he's the Malchus. So the Malchus is that it wants to go, wants your shefa, this tremendous amount of shefa, to go elsewhere. V'yesh b'zeh sod amok al pi maimrim zan. I've had a hard time working on, this is a long piece that he says to teach us this very deep sod. He says, this is a Gemara in Shabbos. V'shah sheyored Moshe melifnei HaKodesh Baruch Hu, when Moshe came down from being before HaKodesh Baruch Hu, but the Satan came before HaKodesh Baruch Hu, and he said to him, he says, this Torah that everybody's talking about, where'd it go? He says, so what did he do? He says, I gave it to the earth. So he said, meaning the place where we live. So he went to the place where we live. So he said to the earth, where is it? Where is it? So they said to Elokim Havin Darko. So he says Elokim, which means judgments, dinim. They understand. That understands. So but he didn't understand what that meant. It didn't mean anything. So so he went to the sea and he said to it, and the sea answered, Amy Madi, home. So he said, it's not with me. Then he went to the depths, the great depths, and they said, it's not in me. To whom lo bihi. So the depth said, it's not in me. Yam Amar Ein Imadi, and the sea said, it's not with me. Vadon v'mavis amra b'chaznenu shemanu shima. So loss, death, they said in our ears, we heard it, we heard the voice, we heard the sound. So in other words, that all they had was nothing. They had no life, no Torah, they couldn't find it, they couldn't say to him where it was. So the Satan came back to the Kodesh Baruch Hu. He pasti b'kol erech ha'aretz v'lo mitzasiho. I looked over the whole world, but I couldn't find this Torah. Lech etzel ben Amram. Go after ben Amram's Moshe. Halach etzel Moshe. So he went to Moshe and he said to him, Torah shenasan l'cha Kodesh Baruch Hu gave you the Torah. Heichoni, where is it? Amalo v'ki ma nation nasan li HaKodesh Baruch Hu Torah. So who am I that the Torah that Hashem, that the Eibishter should give it to me? Amalo HaKodesh Baruch Hu Moses. And then HaKodesh Baruch Hu said to Moshe, Badayatad, are you tricking us? Amalo Father Ribbon Shaloidam Chamuda Gunuz Rabbiyesh L'cha. There is a precious thing which is hidden by you. And you celebrate it with every single day. I should be able to say that this Torah is that I have the Torah, me, that I'm the one that has it. I should say that out loud. The Kodesh Baruch Hu said to Moshe, so since you limited yourself and you made yourself small like that, I'm going to make sure that the Torah is going to be called after your name, Torah's Moshe. Zikru Torah's Moshe Amdi. Remember the Torah of Moshe, my servant. Because the real truth is there is no reality that is not Hashem. Hashem is all reality, even the Satan. And they're going back and forth, and the minimalization of our brains and our inability to be able to see, to put two and two together and be able to see it because we're so pressured and so emotional about everything. But everything is only godliness. And the Torah and the Kodesh Baruch Hu, it's all one. So this is all bringing, he says in the Zohar and Bereshit, the Torah is a Kodesh Baruch Hu. So it says, why is it called Torah? What's the basis of the name Torah? Begin because what it does is it reveals and it brings light onto what is closed up and not known. Because the Torah is found in every different part of creation. So it's in inert things, plant life, animal life, and of course human beings. So everything, there is no thing in the world that doesn't have Torah. So therefore when a person learns Torah, now remember we're talking about what? Talking about this tremendous amount of light that we want to bring on to Malchus. Who is Malchus? So we are the representatives of all of this. It's all within us. We are Malchus and we are all the recipients of the light. That's our job. Our job is to reveal the reality, the truth of the reality of Hashem within creation. And you're going to also have part of creation too, is that you have a Satan who's the criticizer and always telling you that you're no good and you shouldn't, that's why you're wasting your time. Who are you that you're worthy? Are you worthy to be learning this? So then, therefore, the Kodesh Baruch Hu says like this: I put it on the earth. Holok etzel yam. So then he looked at the earth, he looked at the sea, he looked at the Tehom. Holok etzel Tehom. Ad Shama Kodesh Baruch Hu he nimses etzel Moshe until Kodesh Baruch Hu said, "You want to find it? Go find Moshe." Because Moshe is the one that knows how to teach this, because he's nobody. He's a person who sees himself as not worthy at all. Now he wants to come back onto the idea that tzaddik. The idea that tzaddik exists not just in this world, like the physical representation. What I said, not just, it doesn't mean to say that it doesn't. No, better the tzaddik has brought his book open for us to be able to learn it, but the source of the tzaddik is in Shemayim, in a much, much higher place. This is what the tzaddik does. He shows you the secret of secrets. Gilui Lokus, the revelation of godliness. Oros Elyonim, upper lights. Oros Satsachos, clear, pure, understanding lights. Razim Eloyins, upper secrets. Piloi Piloyim, wonders of wonders. Mesodis Abriya, for the secrets of creation. So therefore, everyone is not able to get to the secrets of Torah. That's the whole idea of what he said, is that you get pushed away. You want to get in, you keep getting pushed away. You have a voice that tells you you're not worthy of it, you're no good. So until we say then how it is, and in fact it pushes you away. So he says like the armor, so she turns to him. This is the lights of the Torah. The lights of the Torah now says to the recipient, which is the Malchus. Even though we're not worthy, and even though that we're being pushed away, and we can't find to get ourselves lined up so that we can receive this Torah. Even so, she says she wants to go with us. She wants let me get his word. The Torah wrote but the Torah wants that the souls of the Jewish people, the neshamas, the panemius of the Jewish people, could make a connection with it and keep working on it. And that we should be zoicha to be able to come to its secrets. And then after that, they made a pact together. They started to make counsel together. So that they should leave where they're at, and they should go onto the ocean. So Rav Shek writes on that, Shuhu Sod Olam Haba. What's the ocean? The word Yam is the number 50. So a lot of times we say Bina is the 50. There are 50 levels in Bina. So here's the Yam. Shuhu Doime Olam Haba Shuhu Mayim, which is similar to the next world, which is like water. Shabo Ein Sof Ruchnius Kilo Zakuz, that in that is hidden within all of that is the secret of the Ein Sof Baruch Hu is the life force of godliness. So that they hired a boat, they rented a boat, they went out to the sea. So what did they do? They started to sail on the Yam of a Chochmah. They started to go into the Sisrei Torah. Svina Lashon Safon the Tamun. What does Svina mean? Svina is really the Lashon Safon, like we see on Pesach. It says Tamun, hidden. It's something that's hidden. We understand this at Torah. We read the Torah. We understand there's a tremendous gilui there, even if we don't understand the secrets in it, but we're getting them coming to us anyway. So it's a bekinas and mekifim. It's a concept of mekifim, surrounding lights. Now, what is surrounding lights? Some of the surrounding lights are so great that they're not able to make it. They can't really penetrate into a kli because they would burst the kli. The kli can't hold them. Shehem sefunim v'temunim be'ein kol. They're hidden in such a way that they're not really digestible. They're so great. This is a quote from Mishlei. It says that they were like the boats of the merchant. Lashon schor, but what does schor mean? Schor in Aramaic means surrounding. So it's like surrounding lights. It's like a light that's out there. You want it to come into you, and you're trying to bring it into you, but it's too great for you. You have to prepare your vessel. You have to make yourself, you have to be working on the Torah all the time. So he said, it's the concept of these surrounding lights, which is the concept of sfina, or a boat, which is hidden. Ki rak koch ha'adam. So this is the only way that a man yochel the schus b'limba the Torah kedusha, that a man should be able to get to the limba the Torah kedusha. Because mevatel atzma the gamri, he has to nullify himself completely. Let me see where I am again, because there's some kind of bell here. It's mevatel atzma the gamri. Kumaim Ramzal, like the rabbi said, v'lo me'ever liyamhu. It's not far away. It's not on the other side. It's not in Europe. You don't have to go to Israel to find it. It's a good place to find it. You're not going to find with traveling salesmen, and you're not going to find with storekeepers. So only this way are you able to penetrate and to reach the Torah. That you have no tie to anyone else or anything else, or look for it in any place else. But look in the Torah itself. You don't need somebody to teach it to you. You need to look at it. You need to learn it. You need to work on it. That's what we all need to do. That's the share for today.